What's up, Cooksy Mob? The 450s. I have to say this is the first 450 round that I really got excited. I was anticipating the second moto. I wasn't like ready to take a nap. And it was because we had some anticipation. We have a threat. You can see Sexton and it's boiling. Like this dude is so angry and his ego, and I love it. I absolutely love it. He does not want Jett to drop a perfect season on him. And he is determined. He is going to get a moto win. Might be this weekend at Washougal. And if not, then you've got Roczen coming in fresh at Unadilla. And these guys don't have to worry about a championship. They can just empty the tank in one moto. It's almost like a bounty hunter, and there's a bounty on Jett right now. Who can beat Jett? Who can beat Jett? And it matters to these guys a lot. It really, really does. But before we get into the 450 class, I want to thank CompleteMedSolutions. That's Coach Rob's blood testing, or like he has a blood testing kit that goes with this program that will help you with overall health. If you got fatigue or anything else, hit up Coach Rob, get one of these blood tests. And I'm trying to get Jett Reynolds to be a part of this program because I think he's got some issues going on, but I talked about that in my 250 video. Ride Strapped, or Strapped, my favorite goggle company. These guys are badass. They've got the famous Let's Go branding goggles. Use Cooksy at checkout for free shipping, and check out ridestrap.com. Epic Garage Designs, check out epicgaragedesigns.com, or Epic Blinds and Shutters. If you're in the area of Las Vegas and you need blinds and shutters, hit them up. Travis owns this company, and he's just badass. And yeah, he's an entrepreneur, and I respect what he's doing, and I love what he's doing for me, and I totally appreciate the fact that he has given me the studio to use. And yeah, good dude and a good company. So please support Epic Garage and Epic Blinds. CF7. CF7 is offering a discount code to the Cooksy listeners. Just use discount code Brody for 20% off on these this apparel. If you want to look cool, check out CF7. Use code Brody, 20% off.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
All right, guys, in that first moto, you saw Chase go out there, and Chase listened to James Stewart. He tucked the front end, son. He tucked it on a scrub. That could have been really nasty, but that's not something we haven't seen from Chase Sexton. He has done this his entire 450 career. He sends it to a very high level. We're seeing him hit that level where he really, really, really wants to get Jett. He kind of emptied this tank in Moto 1, and you could see that when they got to Moto 2, that he wasn't quite, he just didn't quite have what he had. And maybe that's coming back from the concussion, mono, whatever you want to call it. He does not look like he has that endless fitness like he had last year when he battled Tomac. But it's nice to see somebody actually get on the level. And that first moto was probably the first time since the second moto at Paula that we've seen Jett have to dip into his bag and grab either 100% or close to 100% of his speed and skill. It was intense. I dig it. You know, there's a bounty out on him right now, and Chase, Roczen, all these guys are going for it. And it was nice to see El Hombre, Jason Anderson. I like what he's doing. He's going out there. He understands he had some time off with his neck injury from Supercross. He's building his body. That second moto at Southwick was bad. And I heard a lot of the other media outlets and fans calling for him to lose his ride. No, you don't understand what he's doing. Anderson doesn't really care that much about outdoors. He's rebuilding. He's getting gate drops. He's collecting money. But he wanted to show you guys he still got it. So he got up there, got third. Second moto, unfortunately, he was caught up in that big crash with Henry Miller where and he DNF'd. But look for Anderson to be right there battling for the podium. Let's not forget last year, he was clearly the third best guy outdoors behind Chase and Eli Tomac. And I think he'll be the third best guy again behind Chase and Jett. That's just where he is right now. And watch for him. He'll turn it on for Super Motocross. I think that means a lot. And I think he wants to be the Super Motocross champion. And it's kind of cool knowing that we have that right after the series. So we've got something to keep these guys out there and have them actually rebuilding their fitness instead of just mailing it in. It's having the desired effect. I really like that they've done this, even though the name Super Duper is ridiculous. That's a dumb name. I stand by that. But yeah. Poor AC, guys. AC is, dude, this is hard for me to watch because you see the flashes when he can feel it and he has the hand strength, he's right there. He can run with anyone on this planet when his hand is fine, but his body is quitting on him. It's not his fitness. It's not his work ethic. It's not the bike. It's his hand, and it sucks, and it's so sad. But with that said, he's got a great podcast. I listened to the episode he did with Daniel Blair, and it was awesome. This guy's got a career. He'll be in the sport for a long time, whether it be in broadcasting, podcasting, or hopefully racing. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that his hand and the nerves will heal. Maybe try another stem cell injection, whatever he has to do. Throw it all against the wall and see what happens. You only get one career and one body, and dang, it scares me to think that he's already used up his body and it's quitting on him. This happened to Rick Johnson. It's not unheard of in this sport to have guys' careers cut short due to injuries and stuff that's really out of their control. I mean, it's not out of his control that he got hurt, but not healing properly. That's kind of out of their control. There's only so much you can do with the body. And then it was funny. Listen, I'm trying not to trash Ricky Carmichael. That's a valid effort. Like, I'm trying to be not critical of him and all the ridiculous things, but listening to him babble for 4 hours, it's hard. It's really, really hard to listen to him. Especially, he was really good with James. James was great. James made it much better for the broadcast at Southwick, but listening to Ricky babble for 4 hours was tough. And if you watch the 250 video, I already talked about what he said about Donnie Schmidt and called him a local pro. That pissed me off. But then if you want to know what kind of a person Ricky is, listen to the second moto where he says, Geico, call me.
Motorcycle, 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more on motorcycle insurance.
Nice job.
Call me up, Geico. I got a few motorcycles.
Yeah.
I like to save 15%.
I mean,
That gives you an idea of his personality and his ego. He's so in himself and believes he's so much better than everyone else. He's not going to call Geico. He wants Geico to call him. I was like, does he even understand that's where he's at? And well, yes, he was the greatest rider to ever do this sport. That was a long time ago, man. Let it go. Now you're just another person. When it comes to being a human being, what you did on the racetrack was awesome, and I don't ever want to take that away. But he's coasting off reputation, and it's annoying. But I did think of Kenny Powers. You ever guys watch Eastbound and Down on HBO? Kenny Powers is the epitome of a star living in past glory days. And I thought of Ricky when I heard that, and it was just funny. So
all of my successes depend on me. I'm the man who has the ball. I'm the man who can throw it faster than. So that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
anyway, that's enough about Ricky. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm trying, guys. I'm literally trying. I feel like I fell off the wagon. I had to talk about Ricky a little bit because he's on there for 4 hours and it's so annoying. Please bring James back. Even if it's James and Ricky, but not Ricky by himself. He's awful. Anyway, guys, watch for Chase this next weekend at Washougal. He's going to empty the tank, and I think Jett is very vulnerable at Washougal, and then Roxon's coming in to get him at Unadilla. And also another really cool thing about Washougal is the two strokes. You're going to hear two strokes all over that track. They have put up moto memes, motorsport, and a bunch of people have put up money to make sure these guys, the highest placing two-stroke is going to get a significant amount of money, and then second and third in the 450 class. So there's going to be a race within a race, and guess what, guys? The purse money for the two-stroke is much higher than if you win the 450 class, which should embarrass MX Sports and the promoters. They don't care. They just keep bragging about SMX, and SMX is great that they're paying money, but unfortunately, the rest of the races don't pay crap. So if you're a privateer, get on a two-stroke and go for Carson Brown and try and get that money. So anyway, guys, subscribe, and I will catch you later.